Hi everyone. So today we have our esteemed guest Tina Ranka. She's a fashion designer and a social media influencer from past 6 to 7 years. Let's hear her journey today. Hi Tina.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey and being on this platform.
It's my pleasure to be here.
We would love to hear your journey. So to start with, I would like to understand, being a fashion designer, how has your journey started? What was that motivation for you to work and get your own label out there?
So, Bhageshi, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me here. So, my journey started from a small town, Sirui. So, I belong to that place. I was a kid, like I studied from there. I finished my college from Sirui only. But because it's a small town, so I couldn't do much things there. But the zeal of learning things, doing a lot of experimenting things. I was a sports person. I was a dancer.
Wow.
I've taught in my 12th grade. I was always a passionate learner and a very dedicated person from the childhood. I started earning at the age of 11.
Wow.
Yeah, so because I wanted to learn computers, so I used to take class in the same computer classes. And I used to give classes in the same computer classes just because I learned for 20 days and then they started paying me because I started, teaching kids there. So that's how I just did my computer course and then I used to teach my classmates and then I used to take dance classes. So that's how I started, earning money for my other passions. And I always wanted to be a fighter pilot. So
Another
I really
different dream.
yeah, it was because I don't know, somehow I belong to a Sanskrit medium school. Till 5th standard I studied in Sanskrit medium school and there were a lot of other things like for country, just do things for country, just sacrifice or everything for country. So the passion was always there to serve our country. So I wanted to fighter pilot. I appeared for like few exams also. But meanwhile, I got married, and it was just I was just 20 years old. So, and then again, the entire thing shifted to a different zone and all. So, a married female in Maru family, conservative, not too much conservative, but still, basic things were there. Like you can't sit on the chair, you have to take gunga till here.
Oh God.
You have to get up by 6 o'clock. You can't sleep before like you're sleeping. Another member of family. Then eating after the family and like a lot of the things I think which happens in every Maru families. And I belong to a joint family, so a lot
It adds on to everything.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of responsibility at such a small age, early age. So and I conceived. I was just 22 years old and I conceived and I've gained a lot. I was fit fine, but after conceiving, I reached to 120 kgs. So a lot of things were coming, step by step. And when I delivered my first baby, after 1.5 years, I lost my father in an accident. So that was a big, turn. I mean, in my life. And then again, I conceived second child, and after her birth, I got like slip disc. So my L4, L5, D8 are collapsed. My knees are gone because obviously you are 120 kgs and back to back
The confidence goes away. Actually.
Exactly. So there were a lot of struggles, like just being a female, I was feeling why this is happening with me only, and there was no space to heal myself. So it was like one after one. So there was just things were happening, and the journey became really difficult. And but still, there was only one thing which was there with me. That was my mom and my God, who really supported me, who really gave me the strength, and who showed me the right way, right path for my life. And my mom always had a great confidence on me. Like she always say, "Ki meri beti to star hai." Like she has that feeling. Yeah. Every mom has that feeling for their kids, I think. And there's nothing and the way she has seen me growing, the graph was really beautiful. My journey was really beautiful, even though I was in Sirui, but I've been awarded by Atal Bihari Vajpayee sir, Sushma Swaraj ma'am, then Chanakya. I don't know his name, but the Chanakya serial, I think you must have seen. So I've been selected for Chandragupta Maurya serial as well when I was in grade 5. So I've always, proved myself even at an early age. So she always had a faith in me. Okay, yes, she'll be able to cope up
She'll
with
do
everything.
something.
Yeah, she'll do something, and she's a fighter. So I think that fighter factor is there.
That's so beautiful to know.
Thank you.
So, Tina, your journey has been really struggling. There were a lot of obstacles, you would say, but still you managed to achieve what you are today. How did you do that? I mean, what were those motivations at every step that I will do it, and you actually did it? How did you do that?
So I think it's never the struggle never comes from outside. It is always within. I mean, you have to figure out things for yourself.
That is so
You
nice.
have to understand what is right and what is wrong. So in that journey, I started learning how to love ourselves. Because I was 120 kgs with a lot of disease. I mean, lot of chronic problems, and then low confidence, anxiety. I used to think I'm good for nothing, because you feel so.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
after
that's very natural.
Yeah, it's natural. You're a human being. But one fine day, I realized like I'm the reason for my happiness. Nobody else can make me happy. I started learning belly dance, because dance is the
Wow.
one, like I can say dance is the one who took half of my pains,
Wow.
who took away half of my pains. So I started learning belly dance, and in that process, I learned like how to love yourself the way you are. I mean, and how to love your body. Even if you're 120 kg, it doesn't matter. It's your body which is like giving you everything. You are breathing there.
Yeah.
You can explore the world if your body is there with you. So I started loving myself. I started feeling okay, whatever you have received from God, it's blessing. Because see, you can crib about a lot of things, but the
Yeah.
only thing is how can you be positive about the situation, even if it is a very low or very negative for you. So I started seeing positive sides of my life. Then I started understanding things for myself. Okay, if I want to back in life, I have to work on myself.
Correct.
And I gave good 5 years to myself, good 5 years of physiotherapy, then a lot of learning process, keeping ourselves calm. Then I started meditating. So a lot of things worked for me. And then the most important part is like the faith in God. I'm a very spiritual person that way, and so I think God is always there for me. I think I am the favorite child of God. So He always motivated me, and He always motivated and motivating me all the time. So I think I just left everything on God. So He showed me the way, and I just walked on that path.
It's just always like that. If you help yourself, everything else will help you.
Help you, exactly.
Yeah, so even it goes with the universe, it goes with God, it goes with everybody.
Every.
So it's your inner power, your vibe that actually brings back
Brings
to you
back to you.
positivity.
Exactly.
That's very true. And again, it's all about time. Time passes. There are
Yeah,
different
so
phases.
you have to wait. I mean, you
Yeah.
have to wait for right time. You have to wait to grow yourself. You have to wait to learn things,
Yeah.
to understand things. So you have to wait, and you have to see. You have to. I mean, you have to. I'll not say that you have to judge people and you have to,
You cannot
react
just
accordingly.
walk.
You can't do
Yeah.
that thing. I mean, you should not do that thing. You just work on yourself. See,
Yeah.
you can work on yourself. I think you can. You are the better person to
Yeah.
know yourself. So just understand yourself. Understand your strength. Which can help you to lead ahead.
Correct.
So I think I've started learning things. I've started knowing myself better. I started knowing how I'm dealing with things, and how this attitude, the positive attitude, take me to another level. And I think whatever has happened with me, it was my own choice. So I have made choice for my life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, that's very beautiful that you are giving the entire credit for ups and downs to yourself.
Exactly.
Because it's we who make and break our
Break it.
lives.
Exactly.
Right? So, there are people who keep blaming others. इसके वजह से ये हो रहा है या मेरे साथ ही ये क्यों हो रहा
नहीं,
है
आप जब फेस करते हैं तो आप सबको ब्लेम करते हैं.
Right.
You getting it? When you facing the situation,
Yeah.
you start blaming people. But when you understand the situation, see, facing is different thing. Understanding things
Correct.
is a different thing. But when you start understanding things, you understand like it is because of you. It's not because of someone else. So
Very true.
you have made a choice for yourself. So now I've learned this thing. Okay, yeah, if I'm happy, it's my choice. If I'm not happy, I'm sad, I'm low, I
It's
have
because
some
of
issues.
yourself.
It's me. It's me.
Very
Who's
true.
the
I mean,
reason.
I think that's the biggest takeaway from the interview today, that it's you who have to decide your life.
Exactly.
You cannot say there are people who have financial issues, there are people who have health issues, there are people who have mental issues, lot of things. But
Exactly.
it's your mentality, your mindset which can change everything.
Exactly.
It's just you need to give time, some time.
So yeah, give time to yourself. And second thing is feminism, and like we talk about a lot of things like bichari females, bichari
Yeah.
females. I think we should stop saying this thing. So negative thought to or yourself also make you negative, right? So I think stop saying all this thing. It is really okay if you're facing some issues. Men are facing something else. They are not coming to us and telling us, but we are always ready with the blame game. Like okay,
Yeah,
ye ho gaya,
yeah,
wo ho gaya. But the
It's
thing
mere
is,
excuses that we all
yeah,
give.
so if you want to do something, you take a call for your life.
Correct.
And you be firm. कि अच्छा मुझे ये करना है. If I want to do this, I have to face the consequences.
Correct.
I have, and when the success is coming to you, you take it.
Correct.
You grab it, you take it, you enjoy that success, and you admit it. कि yes, I have done it, and I'm the one who is the reason for this thing. So enjoy whatever journey and whatever things are coming to you.
So there's one thing my dad always tells me, that if you have success, right, accept it with a very warm heart. You always do that.
Exactly.
We tend to do that. But we don't do that with the failures. We never accept our failures with a warm heart. So this is what I have learned in my life, ki success and failure, it's us who's doing it. So why not accept it? So this is one thing I feel everybody should embrace, and ultimately that entire journey is because you have done it. So we should actually embrace and cherish it, and not just wait for the end destination.
True.
So that's always the thing.
Yeah.
Receiving
And
today.
you can't be successful all the time.
Exactly.
You will see everything, and that will make you what you will be at the end.
And
right?
that is what we're gonna embrace and
Embrace.
cherish.
Exactly.
So that's very important for
So,
sure.
It's learning process.
It's all
going to go on. It is.
So talking about these things, we're talking about women, we're talking about society. What is that one thing that you would want to say about menstruation? So again, in India, it's a very big taboo. Even today, we belong to very modern families now, but still, there is this one thing that you're still hesitant to talk about. So what are your takeaways or your viewpoint on that?
So first of all, I want to thank you for raising this question, because this is for the first time I am talking about this topic. So I think I belong to a Jain family, right? So Jainis has like a lot of restrictions. You can't sleep on the bed because you are churning, you are bleeding, there are a lot of things. You can't go to temple. If you touch some flower, you can't touch flowers. You can't touch water.
Yeah.
So, you can't touch tap. You have to call someone, and while taking bath, and also we have lot of restriction till date. It's not about just past or anything else, but it is today as well. One more thing I want to correct, for me, what you can call modernism is not by the clothes, it's by the thought.
Very true.
So when you feel this bleeding thing can make you like what it is, we can say,
Empowers you,
exactly. No, it empowering you is a different thing. But if you're bleeding and you can't go to temple because it is made by God,
Exactly.
It is made by God. Even goddesses are there. They must be bleeding.
Yeah.
They deliver a child exactly like us. We have delivered child. It is a part of that beautiful journey. So I think take it otherwise. Take it other way. You just start, taking it as a beautiful journey of a female who going to be a mother in future. Just praise them. Just make them feel happy, because there are a few mood swings also. So make them feel special. Ki, okay, now this is the journey. This is another journey
step ahead, actually.
Exactly, another journey you are stepping in. So just start cherishing those moments. You feel low. You need, support that time. You want
need that
somebody
warmth.
around you. You need that warmth. So I think that's a period where you should be available for your family, for your girls or your wives or whoever is there. So see, following some rituals or religion will not make it, but it will break people.
Very true. It will not make it easier anyways,
but it will break the person.
This
right?
is the pure existence of us
us.
in this world.
Exactly. So it's a base. It's a base of any woman. So I think, in spite of I'm taking it other ways. I think you should take it in a positive way. And sleeping down or not touching God or not making chapati for kids or not touching water will not make any difference.
It will
Even
not.
if you touch it, and there is not going to change anything. And nowadays, girls are aware. Now they have the voice for this thing. So I think if they are saying something, just try to understand. All mothers, because बहुत होता है कि no, if you're bleeding, you're not going to touch, you're not going to go to temple.
You can't go to the kitchen.
मतलब, there's no need of doing all these things. God is fine with it. I'm sure, because God wants you to be pure. Your body doesn't matter. Like,
I mean-
and in ISKCON or any religion, it is written, body is nothing. Your soul matters the most.
Very true.
So I think just work on your soul every time. Just your concentration has to be the soul, not the body. So just widen your vision, widen your perspective, and it's okay. And if female is bleeding, it's beautiful because she is ready to deliver a baby now. I mean, so conceive. So I think it's beautiful. Like, we are blessed. So
If somebody is questioning period blood or periods is impure, I think they're questioning the entire
fraternity, yes,
yeah, entire humankind.
humankind,
Yeah, because that blood is the purest blood that is giving birth to somebody.
someone,
Bringing a life
giving
into
the shape to
existence.
someone. Exactly.
Correct. How can you, if you're questioning that impurity, I mean, you yourself is impure. person.
Exactly. So I think we need to pure our souls,
Yeah.
not body.
How sweet. I mean, that's a beautiful thought. So, Tina, since talking about struggles and being an influencer or being a fashion designer, it's not that easy, right? Surat is full of textiles, full of lot of other types of fashion. How did you make a mark for yourself here? What was the struggle that you faced coming to a new city and all of that?
So I've started my journey from Dubai. So I did my first show in Dubai, and that was flawless. Though they put me somewhere in the corner, but God, when you come with a lot of positivity for yourself, everything falls on place. So that the same thing happened with me. So they put me at the end, but I got finale. And there was a huge queue of 100 people who wanted to click photograph with me and take autograph with me for autograph. So I was really I was actually blank that time, because I never expected that kind of response from people. So I thought journey is very smooth. I mean, I was everything was going so fantabulous. So I was happy. But when I came to India, the struggle started. I started getting shows. I started getting invites for exhibiting things and everything. So one fine day I was in. I remember I was there for a show. And, they kicked me out from the show because I was from Surat.
Seriously?
Yes. So the show was about to begin at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and they kicked me out at 2:30. So,
That is so
and they told me, if you say you are from Mumbai, so we can give you the entry. Otherwise, you can pack your bag and you can go back. Because I was not a name, I was just a beginner.
Oh, God.
And I was very adamant, no, I belong to Surat. I'm from Surat. I will not say I'm from Mumbai. My choreographer came to me and he was like, Tina, bol de, kya farak padega? I said, nahi. It is against my ethics and I will never do it. So after that, 3 o'clock, they called for one press conference. So somebody happened to ask me, because I was also there, I was sitting there. So somebody happened to ask me, you belong to which city? I said Surat. Then I correct myself there and I said, no, I belong to Cherish, which is in Rajasthan, a small town girl. So they were not, believing my words, and also they said, okay, we'll take interview in Rajasthani language. I said, go ahead. So they took my entire interview in Rajasthani language. And when they got to know I'm kicked out from the show, they started opposing the entire crew, and they compelled them to take me back, and then they gave me finale, and I did a show, and that was one of the best show there.
Wow, that's so commendable.
And next morning in 25 newspapers, I mean, only Tina Ranka from Surat, Tina Ranka from Sales. So when you know you are right, and you don't want to compromise with your truth, I think that takes you, ahead. There was a lot of such incidents where I faced a lot of issues because I was beginner, but I gave really good shows. So other designers used to feel कि अरे ये तो नई लड़की है और सब limelight लेके जा रही है. So they started feeling weird and like I mean different. They used to crib about me and a lot of other things because it's industry.
Yeah, of
You
course.
come to
There is
come across a lot
competition.
of people like not same mindset, not the way you take your passion. So I was doing one show for embassy, Indian embassy. So there were like other designers from different embassies, Russia, and a lot of other countries. So one of the designers from India, he chopped my outfit
Oh,
before the show, and I was like, I was show
people
opener.
do that?
Yes, this happens. So he chopped my outfit, and that was for my showstopper. And I got to know about this thing, but I just kept my head calm. I just went. I just fixed that outfit. I finished my show, and I went back to that person. I just took him aside, and I said, "Ki, like, you're talking to a female who is really sweet, but you don't know me. When it thing comes to my passion and my work, I don't take all these things. So better you understand what I am, and let's behave the way it should be." So you should know how to put up yourself,
Very true.
and you should know how to take steps for yourself. Doesn't matter you are new or old. It's about your hard work. You're
Right.
giving your best. You're giving everything to your work, and you can't take anything just like that.
Yeah, people take you for a ride then.
Yeah, and the thing is like when you are good at your work, I think there's
Work
no look back.
speaks.
No look back. So if you're good at your work, and even if you're not good at work, but you have given your best to your work, just be yourself. Never ever try to fit in.
Yeah.
Just it's really okay. It will take time, but you will reach the goal.
That's so nice. I mean, like you said, hard work is really very important.
Exactly.
But more than that, I think as an entrepreneur, ethics plays an equivalent role.
Exactly, and dedication, ethics, principles. So I think if I must have done like 40-45 shows as of now in entire, I mean all over the world. But the best part about every show, I have learned a lot from each and every show, and that has made my personality more beautiful, more the acceptance level is like so high now. Even if somebody comes to me and say, "Okay, Atina, बहुत अच्छा show दिया, कि thank you so much. I was expecting the same." So I've started taking those comments as well, those appreciation as well, because I've really given it.
Correct. You deserve it.
Yeah, and it is amazing feeling when you feel and when you receive something, you feel the same and you're receiving the same. It's beautiful feeling. So I'm enjoying the way I should enjoy. So there's no look back now, and whatever struggle I have faced, even there were few days like I got like very bad comments from people like अच्छे खानदान की लड़कियां ऐसा काम धंधे नहीं करती है.
Oh God.
Many things. So I used to be under pressure, like my BP used to be low. I used to have fever, like 104 fever, but still I'm doing my show. Like people are coming to me, like I'm doing all things, whatever was needed. So with that pressure also, with those kind of comments who really made me disturbed, who disturbed me a lot. But still, I was moving ahead. I was going ahead.
How did you take these things?
See, definitely you feel really bad when somebody very close to you come and give you such kind of comments. But I decided such people don't deserve my presence in their lives. So
You need to know when to cut.
exactly, it's simple. It's simple. If somebody doesn't understand your hard work, your I mean the way you are, I mean. Then that's really okay if he or she is leaving from your life. That's okay, let her go, let him go. That's completely okay. Staying alone is fine, but staying in pressure is not fine.
Yeah, staying within negative circle is definitely a
not
big no.
acceptable at
Always.
all. Not acceptable at all. So I've taken call for my life, I've taken call for my work, I've taken call for my growth, and I think those choices made me what I am today, and I'm happy with those choices. Might be I'm wrong somewhere, but that's okay. You can't be perfect, you can't be
Nobody
right
is
all the time. And I'm okay if I'm doing some mistakes as well. I will learn from them. And it's always like this. It's never like perfect, perfect, perfect all the time.
The best part is, as much as you cherish your success, achievement, and the good part, you cherish your flaws, the failures, the struggles. You're embracing that, and I
The-
think that's the beautiful part.
Exactly. So, in short, I can say I've started loving myself the most.
That's so good.
Yeah.
And I think that what matters at the end. Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters.
The peace here is something what we are living for. And if you
Exactly.
don't have that, then you're not living your life. You're just existing.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I remember the day my daughter came to me and she said, "Mama, have you ever Googled about yourself?" I said, "No." Okay, let's do it. So I just
Wow.
opened the Google and so there was one statement written for me, okay, top 10 designers of India. And my
Wow.
name was mentioned there, and they've written that thing, okay, like you may not know her, but we have seen her journey and we have seen the way she has put up herself. So I think people have started noticing me. People have started seeing the growth in me, and so I think that has made me what I am today. So I'm glad, I'm happy. Like I'm there on Google as well.
You
Just
will
kidding.
definitely be so inspiring for everybody. Like it's in my list now as well. That you are
Thank you
actually an
so much.
inspiration to so many.
Thank you.
I'm sure our viewers would love to see you.
Thank you.
So, what would be that one advice that you would like to give to the fellow women entrepreneurs, or probably women who want to do something in their lives? How would you give them some tips?
I would love to say one thing, like everybody is unique. So understand your strength, understand your flaws, understand your strength, understand your capability, understand how you can put up yourself the best. So it's basically understanding yourself. Start loving yourself. So it's all about yourself. When you start loving yourself, when you start knowing yourself better and better, I think things fall on the place. In this journey, I think when I started my career at the age of 35. I used to think I'm old. You know, obviously it's
Yeah.
fashion industry, and when you're starting your journey in this industry and you're 35 years old with two kids, you feel so. They'll be like, okay, better people are around, you know, and definitely many people are there. But the thing is, I always had confidence in myself. I always knew the thing, okay, I have the capability of doing much things, you know, better things in my life. So I always had the faith in myself. I always loved myself, even if I was like 120 kgs or bedridden or like under anxiety, losing family, losing like confidence. But still, there was one, you know, zeal. Okay, no, still I can come up. You know, I can do things.
I'll figure it out somehow.
I can figure it out. So never ever let go this feeling for yourself. You are the best version of yourself, and you can be best version of yourself.
Always.
So-
You never have to compare yourself with anybody.
Anybody, no, not needed. You are. I said, like, I started my sentence. I mean, this thing with this sentence with this thing, like, you are unique. You are different. You have qualities. God has made you that way. That will show you later on. But for that, you have to work on yourself.
Of course.
So just keep going, keep doing things, keep exploring yourself, keep loving yourself. Even if you are wrong, that is completely okay. No need to stop there.
Correct.
This happens. We are human. We can't be God, like, you know.
Of course.
So it's okay if you are doing some mistake. It is completely okay if you are not able to achieve anything. There is no need to achieve things. There is a thing to enjoy. There should be things to cherish. There should be things to live. So
Right.
just live your life the way you want. Live to the fullest.
And I think adding to that, one of the ways you are contributing back to the society is Vidya education.
Yeah.
So an amazing application. Like I don't know everything about it as of now, but since you guys are launching it soon, so I would love to know that. Of course, it is something which is very similar to or a substitute to schools for the underprivileged kids. Can you tell us more about it? How are you contributing it?
I think I'm blessed in this way because I always wanted to serve my country, and I don't know from where it came to me, and I become a strongest part of this education application. So this application is developed by 45 to 50 students of IIT Delhi, and we are working on it from last 3 years. So this application going to give free education from grade 1 to grade 12 students.
Wow.
So they can prepare themselves for IIT, GE exams as well. So we are trying to target those kids who are studying in government schools, who don't have proper teachers there. So it's going to be an online education system. So they can, it's going to be in regional languages. So if we are launching,
That's amazing.
yeah, because see, people, we can't expect such people to know, like, to be familiar with English or Hindi as
For
well.
that matter, yes.
Because that matters a lot. So from Marathi, I don't think so. Like people from a rural part, they would be knowing, Hindi.
Yeah.
So we are launching every, these application in like regional languages. So it's going to be easier for them to understand and to be a part of it. The target is really huge. It's 26 crore students only from India. So I really want you to support this application.
Definitely. I think you're trying to solve a very, very big problem, which is the need of an hour for our country.
See, our target is very small. Even if we'll be able to make everybody understand English, everybody understand how to do their accounts, everybody understand this thing, like how valuable your life is, that will change
The
entire
basics,
scenario.
I think, would also help a lot.
Exactly.
I mean, we would love to help you in any way possible.
We will be needing help because we are planning to make one university, state-wise. So for those kids who are really good at it, I mean, from underprivileged lot, so we will take 100 students from each state and we will give the admission to those kids, and for their further studies we will try. It's just under process right now, so this is not the right time to say something about it, but still I'm just giving you the vision, what we are expecting and what we are looking forward. So this is a huge thing. We are targeting 26 crore students from India, but it's not just in India. We are launching this application in South Africa as well. So UNICEF going to, UNICEF going to be there. Then we have got invitation from Maldives. We got invitation from Dubai. We got invitation from Andaman and Nicobar. So we are trying to do our best. Let's see and let's hope for the best. Like we can reach out those number of kids, and I think that will change the entire scenario of India.
I think that's a great cause that you are working for. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much.
I mean, we would definitely make sure that we reach out to more and more people from our sources at least.
Exactly, your
the watchmen, drivers.
Exactly. So the driver, watchmen, maids, small kids who are like staying under these bridges. So I think it's just a matter of connection. Like if you can connect with a lot of people, it will help you. It's this simple.
And I think it's going to happen together. It's not going to be a
one
person's
person
job.
can make this huge difference. So we are connecting with the government as well. So government is also like supporting us in this entire thing. So PM sir going to launch this application in Delhi very soon. And so we're going to travel to each state, and we will sign an MOU, and then education minister, with the help of education minister of each state, we will launch this application in each school, in each madrasa. We're trying to cover each and every kid of India who really need in this.
It will be big, definitely. All the best wishes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tina. It was such an inspiring journey. I mean, I am taking away so much from you and definitely implement in my life as well. And what you guys are doing is commendable. Not just fashion, but the education that you're trying to do, contributing back to the society. We will always cherish this and support you in every way possible. Thank you for sparing so much of time for us.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and I hope it was worth, spending so much time with each other.
Definitely. It will be worth for all of us. And I think it will be worth for our viewers to be inspired by your story. So thank you.
Thank you so much.